Forward center 133.3. 3650, turn right, direct to Lico, contact forward center 127.
Out of the blue of the western sky comes
Runway DFW.
I don't hear the theme playing, do I? Well, let's see if we can fix that.
Live from Dallas Fort Worth International Airport in Texas, this is Runway DFW, in color. Now, here is your host, Walt Zwerko.
I heard my name being called. You are watching Runway DFW, live from DFW International Airport on this, the 12th day of October 2022. It's Walt. We're back for a second day of pretty extensive DFW broadcasting today. I'm going to start the day off here, and then Kevin of Airline Videos Live will be back around 2 o'clock p.m. here at in this same very location to give you his take from the nation's premier airport broadcaster. So, stick around, we'll have a lot of fun, and I hope you can stay with us for all of it on Runway DFW. Okie doke, thank you all for joining us this morning. Our satellite truck is fired up. And let's get on with the show here. And I apologize, first of all, for having been late this morning, late to the game. This is not a time when I usually start at 9 o'clock. And I guess I didn't really take into consideration all the traffic, or maybe it was a bad traffic. I was coming down here and I got the, there was a highway sign that let me know that all lanes were blocked on the way I usually go. So I went on an alternate route, which is usually about the same speed, but didn't work out so well. So anyway, we're back, we're on, and we're gonna try it again. Hello, Chuck Tolsma. Hello, Walt. Fun stream yesterday. He was here with us, and we did have some fun with Kevin. Uncle Car Guy is here. Hello, Uncle Car Guy. Epic Toast Man is off school today, so you get to watch the stream. Well, is this better than playing a video game or whatever the kids do these days? I don't know, but thank you for coming in. Mary Robinson says, good morning, Walt. Good morning to you. Willie Sanchez, hey there everyone, good morning. How's your day been going so far? My day has been stuck in traffic, but aside from that, our pal Vince Las Vegas, day 2, let's go, 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 go. You know, I've got to get some of that Kevin energy. He's got so much energy, it's just unbelievable. So let's see what I can do. Being in traffic doesn't tend to make you feel very energetic, but we have for you UPS flight 5509, this is a 767. This is off to the UPS home base here in the US of Louisville, Kentucky, or Louisville. It's a 767-300ER that we're seeing right now, and you know what? This is virtually brand new. It dates back to December of last year, so it's not even 1 year old. I don't think I've seen a 767 that new. Are they still making 767s? Is this one of the last ones? I'm trying a little different microphone today, and seems to be getting a little interference. Bear with us. So we were here late last night with Kevin. He was on the air till what, I don't know, 8 o'clock or so, a little after 8. And there goes my chair. It's another gusty day. We had a very windy day yesterday, and today it, I don't know, I thought I looked at the forecast and it looked like it was going to be a little less blustery, and I think whatever I looked at was wrong. Because my little 1 pound folding chair has toppled. I'm keeping an eye on the rest of the gear on my gear table. As we watch this big bird get ready for takeoff, we've got American Flight 1067 coming in from Denver. We'll get a quick look at that as it passes overhead. And as you can tell, this is not a time of day when we have the best lighting at this location. Everything's in silhouette, and because it's pretty much a hazy, bright sun today, it's kind of shadowy looking. And I can't tell if this plane's going to take off, or is it on the runway or the taxiway? It may be going over to the east side, although it kind of went a roundabout route. Well, so if it turns left, all of a sudden, then it's going over to the east side of the airport. And there it goes over to the east side. Okay. So what's coming up behind it is American Airlines. I don't have the flight number, but it's on its way to Kansas City. It's a 737-800. So our first takeoff of the day on Runway DFW. The unofficial pregame show for Airline Videos Live, which is operating remotely here in Dallas-Fort Worth for today and tomorrow. And if you didn't see the Nighthawk camera footage last night, well, go back and check it out when I'm not broadcasting or when Kevin's not live. It really looks spectacular. I'm hankering for one of those there nighttime cameras, so if only because our hours of operation are somewhat limited here by the shrinkage of daylight. A flight arriving from San Antonio, Texas is this. American Airlines A319. Flight 2792, I think. I say that because I'm watching the plane land in my viewfinder and kind of taking a quick glance over to my iPhone, which is displaying the radar information. 2792, that is correct. So anyway, if I sound a little hesitant every now and then, that would be why. Another American Airlines aircraft is launching itself into the stratosphere now. And that would be the one that's about to appear on the left part of your screen. Flight 1362 to St. Louis. 737-800. We don't see a lot of planes off to St. Louis from this side. Usually they take off on the east side. St. Louis, of course, the former home base of TWA, which was absorbed into American Airlines with a merger. And do I see a plane over there? I do see a plane over there. What is it? Oh, it's a One World livery. Okay. And that's an Alaska Airlines One World livery. No wonder I couldn't recognize it. This is Flight 756 off to Seattle, 737-900 ER, 6-year-old aircraft. But we're going to tear off of that to see the arrival of Emirates from Dubai. That completes a 15-hour and 25-minute journey from Dubai, and I was going to check to see, because Emirates had initially been flying this route over Russia. And that was how I remember seeing it. And I thought I saw yesterday that it hadn't been. That it had been avoiding Russian airspace. But it looks like it is going through Russian airspace. I think Qatar Airways, which has a similarly lengthy route from the Middle East, does not fly over Russian airspace, or at least last time I checked, it didn't. So let's go back now to that One World livery Alaska Airlines 737, and it's off. I think this is the first time I've seen the Alaska Airlines One World livery. At one time, Emirates flew its A380s into DFW. That was several years ago. Now the only A380 purveyor here at DFW is British Airways with their daily flight from London.
Perfect.
it is blustery here this morning. And unlike yesterday, not really a cloud to be seen in the sky. It's just kind of hazy, as you can see in the background there. M. Billy says, hi, Runway DFW. Is Kevin with you? No, Kevin is scheduled to begin his stream here at 2 p.m. Central Time. So we'll go off about 1 p.m. and cede our location to him so that he can set it up. He was using the official Runway DFW table yesterday. So that's, yeah, but boy, he had a long day. He got up very early Pacific time and then did a 5-hour show yesterday afternoon after moving into this same location. And I'm feeling, you know, he's a person with a lot of energy, but you know, I sensed that by the end of the day he was ready to hit the hay, I think. And even then he still had some things to do before he could go to bed. He had to make the arrangements for today's broadcast and clip some things and probably answer some mail, and so he is a busy fellow, and we appreciate him using DFW as his test bed for future adventures that don't involve his car, because this is kind of his, you know, he wanted to find a place where he could figure out how to get somewhere with his essential gear, and he said he only had about half of his gear that he usually uses, and I'm sure you probably didn't notice any difference between the quality of his broadcast here last night and what you would expect to see at LAX or San Francisco or Phoenix, the places or San Diego, the places he's gone otherwise. So we are we having internet issues? I don't know. I'm looking at our stream and I'm seeing there may be some issues with it. So if you see any dropouts, stand by. Let me check our signal here. It says it's excellent. So you can't get better than excellent, can you? John Franco says, good morning all from the National Training Center at Fort Irwin, California. Hello, John. For those of you who are cargo aficionados, we're about to see the arrival of UPS flight 2019. It's coming in from Boston. It is another 767. This one not quite so new. It's 11 years old. And we're about to see it next, right here on Runway DFW. There it is. We saw a lot more UPS flights yesterday than I had anticipated seeing during the hours we were here on a weekday, especially when Kevin was here. We saw practically the whole UPS fleet except for 747s. Saw the MD-11 Tri-Jet a couple times. We saw 767, 757, A300. Anything else? So I think, you know, if I can read between the lines, I think Kevin was quite happy with his visit here yesterday, despite the fact that, you know, I guess the common misconception might be that here at DFW Airport, all you see is American Airlines and American Eagle. That's not precisely the case. Now, I'll have to be honest, we don't get quite the variety that you get as far as international flights that you would get at a Miami or a LAX, but I think part of that has to do with still the recovery from the pandemic. You know, airlines are still ramping up operations after scaling back quite a bit. Got SkyWest flight 4955. This is an American Eagle, or operates as an American Eagle flight, coming in from Idaho Falls. CRJ 701ER.
127.0.
In my haste to set up this morning, I forgot to plug in one cable. Now, it has nothing to do with you guys, but it's for me to be able to see what you're seeing at my camera. So I'm going to have to go back and get that cable in a minute. But first, let me say greetings to Dan Vanenhoven. Dan Vanenhoven. Say that 3 times fast. Good morning from Oshkosh, Wisconsin. Another fun place, another fun name to say, Oshkosh. Bagosh? Makati City Rails Aviation says, I remember seeing a UPS 747 land here in one of your older streams. And yes, it was a regular visitor here. And again, I'm only here a fraction of the hours of the week. Now, I do monitor the activities on radar, but yeah, I'm only here for a couple days a week. So I think the UPS 747, in fact, I saw it on another stream, on the OZ Gaming stream, OZ Gaming 9, who's another streamer here at DFW. And I did see the UPS 747 fairly recently, like within the last few weeks. So I know it's still coming in here. Just hasn't been here at the same time that I've been here. Been seeing like 3 MD-11s, whereas used to be we'd see 2 MD-11s and a 747. So maybe they don't have as much cargo to deal with here at the moment. Our camera lens now focuses on American Eagle flight 3822, coming in from Springfield, Missouri. It's an Embraer 175. And here comes that 767 we saw landing a few minutes ago. Coming right at us. Pin Crazy Mikey. Good morning, DFW from Phoenix, Arizona. Good morning to you. This is to Runway DFW. We do not need no technical issues with the internet dropping, because that's what happened to the airline videos yesterday, because the live stream video was going around and around. Well, that does happen sometimes, and really, you know, it's more or less out of our control. Now, Kevin is fortunate because he has multiple ways of connecting to the internet. He's got, I think, all the major carriers that he can fall upon. If one fails him, he can go to another, and so never fear. He's got a way out of it, and he's dealt with it all. And you just have to remember, this is an imperfect science. This streaming live high definition video to the internet using he uses a phone. He uses a phone, Kevin does, to stream to the internet. I use a big old hotspot box. Actually, it's a home internet device, which I use, and I found it in recent weeks to be very, very good. You know, very steady, but occasionally there are dropouts, and that's just the nature of the beast. And there goes my chair, blowing in the wind. When I'm not sitting in it, it tends to blow over. All right, I am going to now detach myself from the computer for a second and get a cable I need out of my Runway DFW vehicle. And I'll be right back, so stick around with us for more fun stuff from Runway DFW. Well, that took a little longer than I thought, so I apologize for that. We're back. Let me plug this cable in, and then we'll be back to activities here at Runway DFW. Wait. Plugging cables in, plugging cables in. And okay, now I'm back. Okay, sorry about that. All right, what you're looking at there, my viewers, is an American Airlines flight which is destined for Albuquerque, New Mexico. The flight number is not available to me, so we're just going to have to wing it with that information. But it's going to Albuquerque. We know that. It's a 737-800. And there it goes. We are down one camera today because of the traffic issues which delayed us. I made the executive decision to go with just 3 cameras today. And that camera that I didn't have available was mainly just used for what you call your beauty shots. They weren't used to bring you pictures of aeroplanes, so. That aeroplane is going to Salt Lake City once it starts rolling down the runway. It's American Flight 2046. We do have the flight number for that one. And it's a 737-800.
Direct 928 is 1.8 for 10,000, Harbor 3.
Mike Perdomo says, good morning, Walt and Kevin. How's the weather there? Well, the leaves have fallen from the tree. Wherever you are, Mike. Kevin's not here yet. I hope he's getting some rest after his marathon day yesterday. You know, and I can vouch for the fact that you're standing here. I mean, it looks like a kind of cush job. You just stand there and point a camera at things and talk a little bit, but it takes a lot of energy to do it. And Kevin is nothing but a ball of energy, but you know, when you finish, you feel, at least I'm speaking for myself, you just feel like drained. And so I imagine after a day like yesterday, he's pretty drained. So that's up and away, and in your picture now, you'll see American Flight 2968, which just arrived from Austin, Texas. So it's looking quiet for a little bit here at this large airport. We have a flight coming in from Santa Barbara, California, American Flight 589. And so what we will do now, and Hog Wow just subscribed, our newest subscriber to Runway DFW. Thank you, Hog Wow. We will shift our camera to the northern skies for the arrival of our next aircraft. And meanwhile, we'll take a look at the weather. So it is 79 degrees. It's 83 on my little thermometer here, although it's not been in the shade. So let me put it in the shade. We'll get a little more accurate reading at our location. But it says the wind is out of the southwest, at 14 miles an hour. And it says the conditions are cloudy, but I don't, that is not my observation. Now what we may get, according to the forecast I saw earlier today, is we may get a reversal of operations because the wind appears as though it's going to be shifting to the north. And if that happens, then the flight you see arriving from the left of your screen to the right of your screen would instead be arriving in the other direction, coming at us instead of going away from us here. Now I have to say that's not as good for our televising of operations here, but we'll still get a good look at things and see them go up in the sky. So don't you worry about that. We'll bring you some good footage no matter what. And of course you can expect the best when Kevin fires up his camera at about 2 p.m. What did I mean? I hit the wrong button. Sorry there. Big queue coming in. And I don't think that Eric means the next flight from Albuquerque, which is American Flight 1421, but 2 flights after that, we'll be seeing the arrival of Qatar Airways 731 coming in from Doha. That'll be a 777. And I can't tell if it's angling in. I think we're going to see that on the east side. That's what it looks like. Space Bay is the newest subscriber to Runway DFW. Thank you, Space Bay. So, flight from Albuquerque is our next arrival. It's flight 1421, 737-800, American Airlines. And we will track the flight in from Doha. In fact, I think I see it now, and the skies are pretty clear, so let's see if we can zero in on this next attraction here. Oh, there it is. It's a little higher than I thought. So it's pretty far away, and it'll be a little fuzzy, but and we won't get to see it actually land, but we'll get to see it pretty close to landing. It's a long flight, similar to that Emirates flight. This has been in the air for 16 hours and 13 minutes. That's the wind, everyone. And here you saw in the background, there's a parallel landing there over on the east side, which they can do because they have 3 north-south runways, and they often will operate 2 of them as incoming and 1 as outgoing. So this looks like it's landing on 17 center. So the big 777 lands over on the east side, and it'll be taxiing over to the International Terminal D here on the east side. I'm sorry, on the west side. East-west. Let's check the gigantic flag at the radar installation at the north end of the airport, and it's a pretty steady wind, and it is coming from the southeast, but I believe it's supposed to be shifting over to the northeast as the day goes by, so we will see what happens with that. Let us focus the DFW, Runway DFW lens on United Flight 1254 coming in from Denver. Except this is not it. This is American Flight 2998 from Minneapolis, St. Paul. I was kind of looking ahead on the arrivals chart here. Information that we have been gifted with a contribution to Runway DFW, and I'll get to that in just a minute, so please stand by. We'll pick up this United Airlines flight first. It's coming in from Denver. It's an A319 from, as I said, United Airlines flight 1254. Goes. Well, let's check back in with you guys now. Whoa. All right, well, first of all, let me acknowledge the contribution of Bill Platt, who donated $10 to Runway DFW. Thank you, Bill. And this is unbelievable. And why am I not seeing it here? But yes, it's Mason who donated $100. Hi, Walt. Hope you have a great day. Yeah, I think I will now, Mason. That was very generous of you, and we really appreciate your contribution to Runway DFW. Thank you so much. It will be put to good use, I can assure you of that. So, I don't know, maybe a new paint job for the Runway DFW truck. Don Boy 24 fan, good morning from MLI. Good morning to you. Still a little blown away by that last contribution. I'm kind of absorbing it all. And I echo the words of Beve. Mason, thanks so much. And here's the thing for all of you, I have a little different system set up than Kevin does as far as his alerts go. Mine is not as sophisticated as his, and so I'm still working on that, so bear with me for that, and I will do my best to acknowledge all of you who are kind enough to share your riches with us, and those of you who just want to leave a comment. Phil Tovey is here. A very good afternoon, all. Hope everyone is good today from Warwick and Warwickshire in the UK. And Bill Platt says Walt can spend the $100 on Starbucks for this stream and level up to Kevin mode. There's only one Kevin. I will be in Walt mode. But yeah, thank you. Tom Assel with the United Tulip livery logo says good morning from back east. Hey there, Tom. And Kyle wants to know, are y'all hanging out with the airline videos live from LA? Yeah, we will be when Kevin gets out here later this afternoon. His stream is set to start at 2 o'clock Central Time, so we'll be going off at about 1. So I can clear the decks so he can set up his gear. But I have to say, so far, it's not quite as crowded here at Founders Plaza as it has been, or as it was yesterday. I mean, we got a tour bus in here yesterday. I've never seen that before. What's that plane there that's about to take off? That's American Eagle Flight 3637 off to Fargo, North Dakota. It's an Embraer 175. And you just saw launching off there an American Eagle flight to I don't know where. From Missoula, Montana comes this A319 American Airlines plane. And now we're going to point the Runway DFW main camera to the west. So we're looking west now, or we will be as soon as I hit this button. And there are the flags here at DFW Founders Plaza. So you're looking west so that you can see the flags are pointing primarily from the south, the southeast, where the wind is coming from. And but again, the forecast is that the wind is going to shift around to the north later today. So it's possible that the flight controllers will be reversing operations. So we'll get to see both sides of that if that does occur. An American Airlines flight from Las Vegas is coming in now. It's flight 1780. It's an Airbus A321. Pretty laid back this morning here at the old DFW. There's a look at the central control tower, the original control tower here at DFW, which is no longer being used for that purpose, but it could be because it's fully equipped and they can just pop in there and turn things on and start directing traffic from that. While we're looking at that, let me acknowledge our DFW Moderation Federation on board and in action. You see these names in the chat, and they are there to greet you and welcome you into the fold and say nice things and make sure that people who have bad intentions are not represented. So thanks to all of them for their fine work. On behalf of Runway DFW, thanks to all of you. And one of those moderators, Bill Platt, says, "I love seeing the pilots struggle a bit with landings, makes up for the usual buttery ones we see." Yeah, though, that can make it, I'm sure, a little bit challenging. But certainly there's no weather out of the ordinary today. What you're seeing skating past us now is American Airlines Flight 2754 off to Chicagoland. American 2385. And speaking of struggling, when the sun beats down the way it is right now, it can be a struggle to follow the action. So bear with us. Next in takeoff position is American Flight 2385, an Airbus A321. This one's going to the City of Angels, Los Angeles. We've exhausted the supply of our outgoing flights right now. Doesn't look like we have anything coming in at the moment. Peter's here. He says good afternoon from the Netherlands. Monday. Monday? 17:27, 5:27 p.m. CST. Well, I'm glad you're with us. No matter what day it is you're watching us. Oh, Miss Wolf 13 says, Runway DFW Walt, it's great to be in your company of mods. They are great. Michelle RS, one of them, one of those Moderation Federation members, says, good morning, everyone. She was here yesterday. And I have to agree with Willie, says they are the greatest and best mods on the live chat room. They're so polite. BK says, hello. Okay, Peter comes back and says, oops, Wednesday. I thought I was going, you know, when you have, I'm off 3 days in the middle of the week. I worked Monday, and I have today, or yesterday, today, and tomorrow off. And when you have that kind of a crazy schedule, you kind of lose track of everything. You know, I don't know, I just don't know what day of the week it is or whatever. So if I may be the one getting confused about the days of the week right now. I believe this is Wednesday. I believe it is. I'm pretty convinced. The next flight we have coming in on runway 18 right is going to be American Airlines 20. There goes my mouth. American Airlines 2425 from Palm Springs in California. A 737-800. And meanwhile, lining up to take off. We've got a couple planes now moving into place. You see the activity of the aircraft going over, one aircraft going over the bridge to the east side, another one coming in from the east side. I don't know if my mouth just knows what it said. Okay, I'll be honest with you. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. Here comes the flight from Palm Springs. And that traffic jam this morning didn't help. I'm not used to traffic jams. I work from home most of the time. And when I do go to work, it's pretty much country roads all the way. So this here citified driving, I don't know. I've heard it speculated that when, or I guess, I don't know, researchers have done these calculations to determine that when all cars are equipped with radar, which talks to other vehicles, then the days of traffic jams will be over because everybody will be traveling at the exact right speed and they won't get too close to each other and they won't have to slam on the brakes. Something to think about. I don't know if it's if we're going to see that happen anytime soon, but it's nice to think about. Over on the east side, meanwhile, here comes Delta Flight 2409 coming in from JFK Airport on this A220. as it disappears behind buildings and such. Okay, Uncle Car Guy, if you're watching, because I know you like flights from Indianapolis, and I know I didn't satisfy your need for that yesterday. Here is American Flight 1296 from Indianapolis. It's a Boeing 737-800. It's arriving over on the east side of the airport. But for you, Uncle Car Guy, we will extend our lens in its direction. As a tribute to my former home city of Indianapolis. Regrettably, that is all we will see of that particular aircraft, at least for now. We have American Flight 2231 off to Durango, Colorado. It's an Airbus A319. Just kind of sitting there waiting for the go-ahead. And it's off. Here's an American 737-800 coming in from San Antonio in Texas. Had a little jouncy landing there, I would say. It's flight 1965. The plane you see there is American Flight 1307. And it's going to San Luis Obispo, California. That minibus, Airbus A319.
American 1121 clear for takeoff, 18 left. 33.3. 17 out of 2000 on the Harper.
I'm still here, really, I am.
American 2521, visual
I was just trying to figure out where this was going. It's going to San Luis Potosí in Mexico.
34-6 American 1870, and we'll go over to Tower and hold the right. Is that okay?
That's American Flight 1161.
Able and 17,000, set assure 902 heavy.
And now we have achieved a new level of quietude here.
Departure American 61. Climb and maintain 17,000. 17,000, let's get 534. Departure American 61, climbing at 2,000 for 10,000. American 1161, departure with a count there.
See if we can get some cargo action here. Got the cargo bay doors open. Hal?
2231, climb maintain 17,000. Climb and tail 17,000, American 2231. Over 582, forward center 133.3. Departure American 1001, 2.2, north 10,000.
Chuck Tolsma saying there might be some pretty stiff crosswinds before the wind shifts from the north, as I shout into the microphone because of the pretty stiff crosswinds. So we'll be on the lookout for that. Evelyn MD says, hey all. Hey Evelyn, happy to have you with us. We say hello to Ken G. Hi there, Ken G. Tom Assel with a question for drivers in this area. He says, I don't know what the perfect throughput speed would be on the LBJ or Central. He's talking about expressways here. 150 miles an hour? Yikes. I could never go that fast, even if it was allowed. Well, let's get back to the flights, shall we? It's always interesting to see the planes landing when the wind is getting a little crazy. And that was American Flight 2521, arriving from Calgary in Canada, an Airbus A319.
Takeoff 18 left, American 1299. Left, line up and wait, American 479.
That was American Flight 2927 off and away to Tucson, Arizona, an Airbus A321. Here comes a CRJ 700 from Chihuahua in Mexico. Let's see how it does.
I've wired clear for takeoff 20 left, American 479. left line of American 1957.
Let us next check out the arrival of American Flight 902 from Bakersfield in California. It's an A319. Come on down to runway 18 right. Coming in next is American Flight 3798 from Billings, Montana. This will be an Embraer 175 LR. There's another Embraer 175 now on its way in. This one coming from Austin. It's American Eagle Flight 3916. On a blustery but sunny morning here at DFW Airport, my thermometer, which is in the shade, calculates the temperature in Fahrenheit as 83 degrees. So it is definitely warmer than yesterday. It was kind of nice and cool when I got here this morning, late though I was, but it is kind of warming up. Next in the parade of arrivals here at DFW is American Flight 519. And it is gliding in from a trip from Chicago O'Hare.
2769, fast at 2,000 for 10,000.
Next on the hit parade for you, exclusively on Runway DFW, because I don't see anybody else out here right now doing this, is American Flight 8. No, that's not the right button, Walt. We don't have that camera today. Is American Flight 1892 coming in from Boise, Idaho. It's a 737-800. Now appearing. Because of the way the wind was blowing yesterday, we were getting a lot of the aroma of burning rubber here as those tires hit the pavement or hit the runway, and there is an aroma associated with that, which you normally don't get unless the wind is blowing in just the right direction. It was blowing from the southeast yesterday, and as a result, we were inundated several times with the smell of burning rubber. We've got a lot of planes ready to take off here. Looks like the first out is going to be the one plane on the right. Well, I can't tell. What's it doing there? It's kind of turning back. Okay, now it's pointing its nose to the south. This is American 2674 to Santa Ana, California, the John Wayne Airport. What's it doing now? Okay.
7,000 American 2769.
Not quite clear what that maneuver is. That's a flight from Kansas City, Missouri that was just arriving. Flight 1696. There are some bags going somewhere. So we have kind of an American Airlines ballet over here of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 planes which are in queue to take off. Which will be first? Looks like it's this A319. And when flight radar catches up with it, I will let you know what that is. And my eyes deceived me, unfortunately. That's not an A319. That was a 737-800 off to Boise, Idaho. Flight 2944. The wind once again gusting. Let's pick up this arrival of an A321 coming in from Denver.
Number 263, number 2 with you.
American Airlines flight 1361 is coming in from Reno. So let's watch it land, shall we, as the wind continues to buffet our position here at DFW Founders Plaza. It's American Flight 1049 off to Monterrey in Mexico. This is an A319. And here comes an A321 inbound from Ontario, California. And our next outbound flight is American Flight 1363 off to Bozeman, Montana. And there it is on runway 18 left.
2100 climb and 10,000. American 1049 departure to contact climb via city set maintain 17,000. We'll climb via city set maintain 17,000. American 1049.
You see it there. It's an American 787 Dreamliner. This one's headed to Seoul, South Korea for a long trans-Pacific journey. It's American Flight 281.
American 356, 11,200, descending 6,000, one right. 4,000 American 356, coming. Left and left turn at Zulu and ground 25 when we're there, 2664, thanks for your help.
Off it goes. And Billy says Flagship Valor is in the background. I will look for that. That's one of the American Airlines special liveries. Gary says, got to go. Great stream. Catch you next time. Thanks, Gary. Thanks for spending some of your, I was going to say morning hours, but I don't know if this is morning or evening, or you never know on the internet. But we're glad you spent a part of your day with us. Dreamin' in 787 says, so Runway DFW, is air traffic in and out of DFW expected to pick up on Thanksgiving through the end of the year? I haven't seen any official statistics about that, but I would certainly think that it would, unless there's some other, everything is really hinging on whether there's another resurgence of COVID or some variant of COVID. We just don't know right now. And so if that happens, then, all bets are off, I would think. Now, obviously, the airlines have to plan for that not being the case. And we all hope that that will not be the case. And there's the, I can't remember what it's called, Medals of Valor, I think is what it's called. You can, because of the lighting, because we're backlit this morning, it's kind of hard to see the livery on that plane, but it does have some military medallions as part of its livery there. Oh, look who's here. It's our new pal, Sarah Deal. Hello, everyone, she says. Hello from Baston. We had a UPS flight from Baston coming in earlier. You missed it. This flight's coming in from Salt Lake City. It's American Airlines. It's flight 2195. Let's see if the wind has any impact on its landing. It looked pretty smooth to me.
Last beer, 470.
Oh, and here goes the special livery flight out. Let's see if we can get a better look at it as it rolls down the runway. Probably not, but we have seen this a number of times, this livery. Very handsome and meaningful. But yeah, with the between the lighting and the distance, it's hard to see what's on the side of that plane. I was off to Puerto Vallarta, that Airbus A321. It's called Flagship Valor livery. Here's a flight from Seattle just arriving. No doubt laden with coffee for the masses here at here in North Texas. It's an Airbus A321, flight 2748. And I hope I don't have to shout over this this wind noise today. Well, I hope you all are doing okay today. Ken G says, finally lunchtime. Is it? What time is it? It's 11:04. Well, let's see. Maybe we'll do what I like to call a station identification. So hang on. You're watching Runway DFW.
We'll continue with our story following station identification.
Live from Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport in Texas, this is Runway DFW, in color.
Hey everyone, it's Wednesday, October 12th, 2022, just after 11 o'clock. And it's Walt with you until about 1 o'clock, so we've got about 2 hours left that we will be hanging out with you and talking airplanes and getting ready for Airline Videos Live, which will go out over the interwebs around 2 o'clock today. I think that's what Kevin said. So lots of fun here all day long at Runway DFW and Airline Videos Live. I can only speak for myself, but I hope you will have fun with us as we do with you right here on Runway DFW. So thanks. Oh, I should turn my microphone up. Thanks to all of you. We're glad you can spend a part of your day with us. And let us go back to this. And Ken G says, it'd be kind of cool to do a stream in black and white, LOL. Well, you know, Mrs. Runway DFW has suggested that to me. She suggested I do it in black and white. Maybe I kind of do it in low resolution. I get an old-fashioned microphone to talk into. I don't know. It'd be kind of gimmicky. I don't know if that would play very well for very long, but it's kind of fun. Oh, Tom Assel wants to know where that audio was taken from. We'll return to our story. That was from an episode of, and I wish I could play the whole thing, but the announcer says, "The Edge of Night." And I remember that show because I think it came on before shows in the afternoon that I would watch. So I would turn on the TV in the afternoon. My mom would be watching her stories, and but I'd flip that on in time to see whatever was coming next, Gomer Pyle or The Price is Right or something like that. So I don't know. It's a blast from my past. And we have another announcer at the end of our show who's also from the Edge of Night. Hey, we're going to look at JetBlue now. We hardly ever see JetBlue on this side. I don't know if I've ever seen JetBlue on this side of the airport, but they do operate out of here. So we're going to take a long distance look at what may be the future of Spirit Airlines. And this one's coming in from, Sarah Baston. An A320. We don't get to see much of it because it kind of ducks behind the buildings there, so sorry about that. Here is a American Airlines Flight 2543. It's an A321 off to Los Angeles. And speaking of old-time radio and television, sometimes I'll listen to old-time radio on the satellite radio, and quite often the announcers will speak of that West Coast town, city, as being Los Angeles. It seems to be the way that it had been pronounced for a while, and I don't understand that. I've yet to find out why. I don't think anybody calls it Los Angeles anymore. That would have been in maybe the 40s? We will soon be seeing the departure of a UPS 767. Is that right? Well, it's lit up on the radar. That's all I know. Oh no, it's transiting the runway. So here it is. I don't know where it came from. Let's see where the line goes. Huh. Well, the tracking of this plane shows it just came over from the east side of the airport, but don't know where it was before that. Let's check a little business jet as it comes in here. It's kind of a tentative landing there.
Right down to 4,000, envoy 4212.
That was a NetJets coming in from Kansas City, but not the main Kansas City airport. MKC, whatever that one is. That was a Cessna 680A Citation Latitude. How rich do you have to be to have one of those? Like super rich or just kind of regular rich? I don't know. Yes, that is a 20th century bird, dating back to December of 1998. But again, I don't have any information about where, all we know is it came from the east side of DFW Airport, but we don't know where it was before then. Ah, sweet mystery of life. Well, there you see a part of my head and also DFW Founders Plaza from where our broadcast emanates. Ken G illuminates us about the origin of that plane from LAX. Okay.
2100 on the Harper 3.
Well, look who's here. It's Kevin with Airline Videos. Howdy, everyone, he says. Kevin, I hope you're all rested up in time for today's broadcast. We'll be looking for you later this afternoon. It was a pleasure and an honor to be a little part of your broadcast yesterday. And everybody had fun, it looked like. Tom Assel says, Runway DFW, you should check out obsolete video here on YouTube. Tons of recovered air checks from the late 60s and early 70s. Oh, Tom, I've looked at that. I look at sites, I get like zeroed in on those kind of sites all the time. But thank you for the suggestion. And Austin says, hello, Kevin and Walt. Hello, Austin Swafford. Good to see you here. Oh, Tom Assel is back, saying the voiceover announcer on KTLA in Los Angeles on LA5 said Los Angeles. So, I mean, that's still a thing, or is that like an old thing? I don't know. Now Ken G is saying YouTube is messed up. Well, I hope not, but I hope you're seeing us. Does that mean our signal on YouTube is messed up? Tom Assel says NetJets says a citation is $7,000 an hour. Well, yeah, I think that's out of my dominion right now. Farid Abed says, Airline videos. Hello, Kevin. Looking forward to more DFW action into the night. That will be fun. And Mivswool 13 says, signal's all good. So good. And Charles D adds that fine here. So that means we'll be able to watch the Japan Airlines flight you just saw moving through your viewing port. It is off to Haneda Airport in Tokyo, one of the two international airports there, the other one being Narita. But this one's going to Haneda. This is a Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner. So I think there's one, looks like there's one flight in front of this one. I've heard some people say that they don't like the Japan Airlines livery, and yeah, it's kind of basic really, but I don't know, I kind of like it just as being classic. Yeah, it looks like something you could see 10 or 20 years from now and think, yeah, well, it still looks pretty cool. Well, look at this little guy sneaking in there. American Eagle Embraer 175LR on its way to Monterrey, Mexico. So apparently it got the high sign to make its departure ahead of the JAL flight. Going back to that business jet we saw, Kenji says NetJets is like Uber, depends on where you want to go and how bank accounts you will need and pay with. Yeah, I'm pretty sure my bank account would not accommodate even a taxi on NetJets, much less a trip somewhere. So I see people out here at Founders Plaza. Somebody's over there eating lunch. Somebody else is just kind of looking at the planes. A lot of people parking their cars or trucks. You know, some are on lunch break. Some are, I guess, delivery people on a break. Some may have an office nearby and just want to hang out with the world of aviation for an hour or 45 minutes. So this is a really great place. if you can get to it. And again, we're talking about DFW Founders Plaza, where we are. And there's no admission to Founders Plaza. There's generally lots of parking. And as we found out yesterday, there's even tour buses. But I don't know where you would get a tour bus to go here. I guess I'll have to look that up. The wind just died down for a second or two. We're at our location. So off to the land of the rising sun goes JAL. And incoming is flight 1805 from Oklahoma City on American Airlines. Emirates says, "Hey, Walt, is Kevin with you? Let me look around." No, Kevin is not here. His big rented pickup truck has not yet arrived. He's still probably chilling a bit from his long day yesterday. So we hope he's having he's kind of finally getting to just kind of chill for a little bit and enjoy being somewhere other than home. American Airlines Flight 2196, an Airbus A321, which is just a touchdown from Las Vegas. We have a couple of kiddos and I am guessing their mom hanging out there watching airplanes. They're kind of down the hill from where we are. When I brought my grandson out here, I guess it was it last year sometime? He and other kids were just rolling down the hill. That was their idea of fun. On one of the shortest flights you'll see here at DFW, this is American Eagle Flight 4209 from Wichita Falls, having departed 26 minutes ago, aboard that Embraer 145. I know there was some talk on AVL yesterday about how many flights are intra-Texas. And I've never stopped to calculate or to kind of consider how many Texas destinations you can get to from Dallas-Fort Worth Airport. We've got our second St. Louis arrival of the day, American Flight 2897, 737-800. And I don't ever think I've seen one St. Louis arrival here on the west side, and now we have two. Now, I'm not saying it never happens, I'm just saying something I haven't seen. And okay, if you're still watching Sarah Deal, the real deal, who is well known to Airline Video's live viewers, here's American Flight 385, an Airbus A321 on final approach from Baston. So we got an Indianapolis arrival over there for Uncle Car Guy, a Baston arrival for Ms. Sarah Deal. So we like to take care of our viewers whenever we can. I'll give you a visual indication of the wind here as we say hello to Kirubi Mani, who is our newest subscriber. Let's take a look at this foliage blowing about, as again it's kind of a visual indication of our situation with the wind. Yes, Baston. So Sarah's still with us. And Sarah also wants to know, is Dallas usually windy? Well, you know, I guess it's like any place else. This is fairly atypical for this location, I would say. It gets windy sometimes, but it's not usually like you kind of notice it all the time. And that's kind of like what it was yesterday and what it was like today, or what it's been like so far today. WDW fan in Texas. Morning, Walt. I've been enjoying your video this morning at work, but just took a break to post a hello. Hopefully we'll be out there later today. Bring the wife this time. Good deal. I hope to see you. Nabila D says, good morning, Walt. Mr. Walt. Oh, you don't have to be formal with me. Yesterday, your wife put me on timeout for no reason. I said, Kevin doesn't like this location. I didn't talk or asked anyone. I don't know. I apologize. You know, our mods, including Mrs. Runway DFW, do the best they can to make sure that everything is nice and calm. And so I you know, I hope that nobody takes offense if something like that happens. That's about all I can say. So thank you for hanging out with us. Coming to you, as always, from my camera. There's the Runway DFW satellite truck. It is operational. While we've had some wind, its dishes have not yet blown over in the wind, jeopardizing our broadcast. So I'm looking at what's coming in. Trying to keep track of everything that's happening here. There's the super wide shot of activity here, or inactivity at the moment. Tilt it up a little bit. Oh, and if Michelle RS notes that if anybody has a problem or a question about what we do or how things are operating here, I do have an email address. It's always in our description of our broadcast. And it's runwaydfw@gmail.com. So it's easy to remember, runwaydfw@gmail.com. I welcome questions, criticisms, suggestions. The smooth sounds of Alaska Airlines Flight 286 coming in from Portland, Oregon. The 737-9. Our next arrival is Delta Flight 2169 from Salt Lake City. This will be an Airbus A220. The one with the Wookiee engines. You might be able to hear that wind is picking up once again. But we do have some good news for viewers who appreciate the 4-engined aircraft. It's headed this way at this time.
Heading 300, American 2773.
Is Cargolux Flight 3680. No, I'm sorry. It's Cathay Pacific Cargo. Sorry about that. Cathay Pacific Cargo coming in from Anchorage after almost a 5-hour flight. Be here in a couple of minutes. It'll be a 747. And we like 747s. So we're going to get a nice, good look at that, and that will be followed by more cargo. More cargo. That will be UPS Flight 2905 from Los Angeles, 767. So, cargo action afoot here on your home for Runway DFW or DFW Airport action. Let's draw. It's one of those things I can see with my eyes, but I can't see it on my screen. Well, here comes the Cathay Pacific out of Anchorage. There it is. Day with the Queen of the Skies, even a windy day is a better day. Kenji gives it a salute. Red Eye says, "Oh, that is a beauty." And Hans von Ricci says, "Could be the same 747 I flew on when it was still a passenger plane." Well, if only planes could talk. Things they could say to us. I always really like the colors of this plane, although with the angles we can offer you this morning, we don't really get a very good sense of it. Well, let's check in on the UPS 767 on final from LA.
Do
get a little head-on of the Cathay Pacific plane before it ducks into the cargo bay. Kind of comes over a ridge there. So double barrel cargo action for you on Runway DFW this morning. Michelle RS says, the wind there again, my hair's going to look like Bozo the Clown again. I think I'll just put it in a bun or something, or wear a hat. Plane Spotting with Keith says, good morning, Walton, everyone. I plan to head up to Founders Plaza later today. Hope to see you then. And here comes that UPS plane and following up. Or no, I guess it pulled in ahead, didn't it? Because the Cathay Pacific went long. Andrea Molson says, hi everyone, just dropping in. All drop-ins are welcome. Well, now we got a garbage truck in the picture. So we got 3 planes and a garbage truck. And there goes the turn for the Cathay. I'm a fan of that livery. We don't have any Cathay Pacific passenger flights here at DFW, so that's all we get to see from our perspective. More heavy cargo action. Is that not enough for you? No? Well, let's turn our attention to Flight 2917 UPS coming in from Ontario, California. There's another 767. You can't tell the 767s without a scorecard here this morning. This is the one we saw coming in from Los Angeles. Good morning, cockpit crew. Hope you had a good flight. We'll wave at you. There you see our scanner antenna kind of bouncing there in the foreground. So it looks like that 767 from Ontario did go long. and you'll never guess what flight is coming in next. I'll give you a hint. It starts with U and it's not United. Well, I guess it is it was United at one time. It's UPS. The next flight is going to be a 757 coming in from the Chicago Rockford Airport. So let us shift our attention to that, shall we? As we always tell you, we don't see any passenger 757s here on a regular basis unless they're a charter or something. So it's always good to see the old 757. So there you go, and I do see a tri-jet which has lit up the radar. I don't see any that look like they're ready to take off. Oh no, that's what I see. I see one that's coming in. So this is like a parade of UPS aircraft. I don't have where, I guess I came in on the east side, but again, I don't see it on the radar. So I don't know where it come from whence it cometh. In any event, it's always good to see a tri-jet on the move. Sorry we didn't see it land. So this will become the third MD-11 in the parking lot next door to us.
Charlie Regional Approach, good morning. 226 direct to Rabbit. Call turn 0 to Tango direct to Hannah. About a 2.5 for 10,000. Contact, good morning. 2 seconds, please.
So it's going to park right in front of that plane there. Now arriving from Oakland.
20 left America, 2846. 1994 departure to contact, good morning. West Texas, departure American 1994 7.
I'd have to say, if they're trying to get all of these UPS planes in here within 20 minutes, they're doing a pretty good job. That one's coming in from Oakland. That's another 7667. And that goes very short. That didn't take long at all to turn off the runway 18 right and head up here to join all of its mates.
United 524, contact Forward Center 127.0, have a good day. 1994, direct to Rabbit, maintain 10,000.
So let's take a look at it. Let's play Count the Tails. In that shot, we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 UPS tails. And what we can't show you is 1, 2, 3, 4 others that are parked kind of in their back lot. So they're getting kind of full right now.
Contact Forward Center 127.0, have a good day.
And here comes another.
Contact Forward Center 127.0, have a good day.
Fun times at DFW Airport.
226, climb, maintain 17,000. 17,000. Hurricane 2645, climb, maintain 17,000. 45. Forward Center 127.0, have a good day. 6 Forward Center 1270, good day. On Cyrus. Cyrus 30, 19, 3,700 climate via the Corridor. Morning. Runway 1 airlift, clear for check of American 1208. Morning, climb, maintain 10,000.
And now it's getting hot. It's up to 87 degrees Fahrenheit here at our location. And I'm not sure what exactly that is in Celsius. I suppose I can calculate that real quickly. So that amounts to 31 degrees Celsius. So 88 Fahrenheit, 31 Celsius. I bet there's people who can do that calculation in their head.
Westbound Airbus coming out of 1,500 higher for you, reference them. West 9,005, climb, maintain 17,000, direct Piglet when able. 17,000, Piglet, Southwest 9,005. American 2645, traffic 11 o'clock, 2 miles, north for westbound Falcon, restricted beneath you.
International arrival alert. It's Japan Airlines Flight 8012 coming in from Narita Airport in Tokyo. 787-9 Dreamliner. I know you're disappointed. You wanted to see another UPS cargo plane land. That was American Flight 2023 and A321 off to San Francisco. Arriving now, a flight from Seattle. American Flight 2477 and Airbus A321.
Launch American 2023 2.3 for 10,000 Harbor 3. Good morning. Submission 5 uniform turn right direct clear.
That A319 sitting there at the top of runway 18 left is destined for Jacksonville. Oh no, I'm sorry, Jackson, Mississippi. And as it goes out, we're going to say hello to American Flight 1106, arriving from Chicago O'Hare, 737-800 on Runway DFW. We say hello to the Super Caitlin 1. Howdy, Walt. Howdy there, Super Caitlin 1. Is there a Super Caitlin 2? Just curious.
1001 in right, set up to 682. Forward center 127.0, have a good day. 46. 2 direct rapid. American 1208, contact
Well, as you can see, it's kind of quiet now. That makes it a good time for this.
We'll continue with our story following station identification.
Live from Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport in Texas, this is Runway DFW in color.
Hey there, hi there, ho there everyone. It's noon o'clock here at DFW Airport. And it's whatever time it is where you are. Makes sense, right? It's Wednesday, October 12th, 2022. Just 2 hours from now. Kevin, the famous Kevin of Airline Videos Live, is scheduled to make a return appearance. Yes, he decided to come back after yesterday. I think he had a good time. So he'll be here in about 2 hours, and even sooner than that, to set things up for his live broadcast to the world. We're just kind of out here hanging out, filling time, getting you ready for that experience. And so we hope you will stay with us until then. So we got lots of action. If you like DFW Airport, if you like UPS, if you like American Airlines, if you like to see surprises that you'd be surprised about, this is the place for you. Runway DFW. Okie doke. It is, what are we watching here? Well, first of all, we are watching that plane go through. That's a flight 2834 off to San Jose, California. That's 737-800. We've got an American Airlines, American Eagle flight 4916 coming in from Oklahoma City, a CRJ 700. And that's what we're going to look at next as it arrives on Runway DFW. Thanks for hanging out with us here at the big airport. And if you are in the vicinity of DFW, we are at DFW Founders Plaza, which is on the northwest side of the airport. Admission is free. There is parking to be had. And Kevin will be here a little bit later if you want to meet Kevin, the #1 worldwide live airport stream broadcaster on YouTube, as far as I can tell. Here's a flight going to San Jose, California. American Flight 2834, 737-800. How are you all today? Yeah, we've got airplanes a go-go for you today. Here's an A321 coming in from San Diego, California. American Flight 1055.
American 2834, passing 1,700, climbing via Harper 3.
Our weather conditions today, again, it's 88 degrees here. Fahrenheit, and
7,000, American
the
23.
wind is pretty gusty, blowing from the southeast, and we may yet see it make a turn to the
Left line of weight, American 1331.
towards the north.
Charlie Zulu, ramp for airport 811. Departure airport 811.
This is American Flight 2078. Where is it going, you say, Walt? Well, dear viewer, this is going to Sacramento, California. It's an Airbus A321. It's headed south on runway 18 left right now. It will get up in the air and then eventually turn westward towards California. That is American Flight 1331. It is going to Los Angeles.
Tower 124.15, airport 811.
Departure American 2078, that's 1,000, Harper 2078, departure account.
Jim Jamel. Good evening, folks, and good evening to you, Jim. Happy to have you with us. We have an Aeromexico, what is it called? Express, I think? Connect. Aeromexico Connect. This is an Embraer 190 coming in from Mexico City.
Left line of weight, American 115 heavy.
And bienvenidos a todos.
On F line 18 left, group takeoff, American 115 heavy.
Oh, hello. Douglas, good to see you. Pleasure to meet you.
You too, Walt. Hey guys.
Oh, nice to see you.
Come to see some planes here.
Well, that's a pretty good place to see them.
American Airlines 787-9 on its way to
Honolulu. Honolulu. It's a 787-9. Heavy. To which we are about to say aloha. So we have Douglas Serrano behind me. You've seen him in the chat. And I don't have the right camera punched up, do I? Well, you get to see the end of that one take off. So that's off to Honolulu.
American 115 heavy, good.
Make some more room over here. How are you doing today? What? Oh, I'm good. A little weary, but that's to be expected. Yeah. Hey there, everyone. Let's punch up our second queen of the day. Shall we? Okay, I agree. Coming in from the City of Angels.
Direct dart, United 1223. American 115 heavy, turn right direct to route and maintain 10,000.
So I don't think I've ever seen two Cathay Pacific 747s here at the same time. But there you have it. It's coming in from Los Angeles.
Right 240 up to 2000, 18 left, clear for takeoff, airplane 8011.
Cool. As Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones might say, how about them cargoes? Kind of paraphrasing his expression. Okay, not very funny. Plus, probably about 3/4 of the people watching this have no idea who Jerry Jones is. Very colorful character, the longtime owner of the Dallas Cowboys. I don't follow American football sports very closely, but I do sense that the Cowboys have been doing pretty well recently. Although the season's long from over, so. So what can we tell you about this aircraft?
35 knots in for Amplight 8045. Sorry, Amplight 8011. 6008.
I've been able to tell you nothing because my finger keeps hitting the wrong button. Okay. For some reason, my flight radar isn't displaying the statistical information about these planes when they came into being and such, but here it is, a 747-867F for you. TriStar Darren is here. Hello, everyone. Great to be here for another afternoon of DFW spotting. And we're down for about another 45 minutes, and then we will turn over the broadcasting table to the master himself, Kevin from Airline Videos Live, which, of course, you'll be able to see on his stream and or on his channel, and also behind the scenes. It'll be fun. Mrs. Runway DFW says, Walt, are you tired? I'm a little tired, yeah.
5,000 on my 640.
So Red Eye says, back-to-back Cathay Pacific 747, awesome. I don't know if they have room for more than one 747 back in that cargo area, though. I remember one time, I think we had two cargo Lux come in, and one had to kind of circle around while the other made a hasty retreat. So I don't know. I guess we'll find out. sip of Texas spring water here. That might be good. Out of my cold bag. When I got home last night, I had packed some ice in my cold bag, and I found that I had put it into the car sideways, and it spilled, all the melted water spilled out through the zippered opening. So I got home, I just want to go lie down for a while, and I have cleanup on aisle 2 in the Waltmobile. But the carpet mats did a good job of keeping things from soaking the carpet in the vehicle, so no harm, no foul. Okay, now the wind has just died down. You can hear it. Can you hear it? There's no wind. And there's also no planes. Yeah, the wind has really died down just a bit.
707 American 726.
You need a bigger table. Well, I was going to get a drink. Let me get a drink. Pardon me. Well, should we go over for our new viewers where we are and what's going on here? In case you're new to our little shindig. Pardon? Well, he's scheduled to go on the air at 2, so he should be here around 1, I guess. Oh, yeah. Well, he's got a lot of them. So what was I going to show you? Oh, the terminals. Here we are. So we are where the blue Runway DFW logo is, and this is a north is to the top of the screen. So we're at the northwest side of the airport, and all the yellow lines are runways. So there's 3 on the left side of the airport on the west side, and 4 on the east side. So what we can provide you with here is a good look at runways 18 left and 18 right, and those are the ones that are adjacent to our viewing position. Over to the left on the screen is runway 13 right, which is a crosswind runway, which is used occasionally. Not all the time, but it'll kind of handle some overflow, or if the wind is being crazy, it'll take up some slack there. And then over on the east side, there's 3 north-south runways: 17 right, 17 center, and 17 left. And then there's also runway 13 left, that diagonal line over there on the right side of your screen. And in the middle are the terminals, A, B, C, D, and E. And you see that blank space where there's no E. And I'm going to show you what's eventually coming. So you see A, B, C, D, and E. Then way down there, adjacent to Terminal E, is the Terminal F, which they have plans to build. This animation was created, I think, before the pandemic, and the pandemic has pushed plans back for those 24 new gates. But planes do park down there, and I think there is a way for some airlines to actually load and unload passengers with ramps. So that's Terminal F for you. Soon to come. And if we look now, there you see the Emirates flight, which is on its way back to the Middle East. Unfortunately, it is making its way to the Middle East by starting over on the east side of the runway. So we just talked about the runways 17 left, center, and right, and that's where it's going now, to runway 17 right for takeoff. But you know what? We got some more cargo action for you. It's another 767. This one's coming in from Portland, Oregon. And it's coming in at a time when the wind has kind of died down a bit, so that's nice. And we're also seeing the first bit of shade to cover us up here at our broadcast location. Very welcome shade on this sunny Wednesday afternoon. I don't know what happened with my flight radar. It used to be able to click on a picture of the plane and get some more information about it, and for some reason the picture of the plane is not popping up. At least on my Android app. Maybe I'll have to check my other phone, which is running iOS. Let's see. Let's do the A/B comparison here. Nope. So I guess there must be some kind of a data misalignment going on at Flight Radar 24. No worries, just we won't be able to give you all the information we normally do about these aircraft. So I don't believe in a what have we been here, 2.5 hours or 2 hours? Almost 3 hours. I don't believe I've ever seen as many UPS aircraft in a stretch. I know when I look at the overnight schedule from maybe about 10 p.m. until 3 a.m., it's like everything that comes in and out is UPS. And we're one to have a Nighthawk type camera. One would have some fun watching all those planes coming in and out. So the camera technology that Kevin uses for Airline Videos Live to bring you those spectacular nighttime shots is definitely something that's on the Runway DFW shopping list. Let's see what Santa has to say about that. Sarah asks, did I understand that the airport is 17,000 square feet? No, I think it's 17,000 square acres. It is, as they like to say, larger than the island of Manhattan, as we have a new subscriber whose Cyrillic name I cannot read, but thank you for becoming a subscriber to Runway DFW. It's no charge to you. This plane, hold on a second. This plane was kind of, as it was coming in, it was making a pronounced tilt. That's why I kind of scrambled to get our lens over there. So it might have encountered some sort of a wind anomaly. But it has landed safely. But yeah, I looked over there and there was a definitely pronounced tilt to it as it was coming in for a landing. And it was coming in from San Diego, California. It was an Airbus A321. And here again is the, I don't think we had this for Kevin to see yesterday. this smoke on the horizon, black smoke on the horizon. There's a fire training facility over there by the end of runway 13 right, where they have some former aircraft that are parked there for fire training. And we see that smoke every now and again, and it's a little disconcerting if you don't know why it's there. So I just told you. And this is what, the 16th 767 we've seen, 767 we've seen come in today? I kid you, but it's at least the 4th, I think. But that's a big facility the UPS has here, and they appear to have enough room for that that aircraft to park. We always like to pay special attention to airplanes that are not branded American Airlines, and here's one that has the United insignia on it. Was coming in from the city of Denver, Flight 550, American Flights 737-800.
Where'd that United plane go? 541. This flight radar say where it came from.
It came in from Denver.
All right, Denver.
Departure Shell 5758 out of 1800, climb via the CATS 2.
And once again, we have a nice head-on look at a 767 arrival. I think they still have some parking back there. When I was visiting the control tower the other day, was something I'd never thought about really, but when planes get beyond a certain point on the taxiway, they're handed over to the airline, and the airline says, tells them where they're gonna park their aircraft. And it makes sense, but it's not something you ever think about really, or I'd ever thought about. Wow, this is cute. Now, I didn't know that this was made. Somebody actually has a toy model of our Runway DFW satellite truck. It doesn't have the official insignia on it, of course, but it's interesting that it looks very much like the one that we have. It's amazing. It's amazing, lifelike replica. I think that was brought in by Douglas. I'm not giving you a very good picture there, am I? I'll let us watch this plane coming in from San Salvador. American Flight 604, a 737 800. Touching down. There it is.
Good afternoon, on 3575, 1700, climbing via
Yeah, so that's our satellite truck, of course, beaming our signal to the world, and yet over here, Douglas has brought in what looks suspiciously like, it's like a model of our satellite truck. It's amazing, the resemblance of it, but of course, that's just a toy. And we have the real thing here, so don't be fooled by substitutes. It is amazingly lifelike, though. There's just something a little different about it. Yeah. Definitely a difference. I am ready for this sun to go away from where we are located. Oh, look at this note. Andrew Candle saying, my 85-year-old father, Peter, who is an avid watcher of the channel, asked me to share his delight at seeing a Cathay Pacific 747. He met Roy Farrell from Vernon, Texas, a co-founder of CP back in the 70s. Wow, what a story. And when you go back and look at our video, we actually had two Cathay Pacific planes, 747s, come in this morning. And that was, I guess the last one you saw was the second of the two. Here is Korean Air. And looking for the flight number here. Flight 32, it's a 787-9 Dreamliner, and it's off to, well, not quite yet, it's not off to Seoul, but that's where it will be going.
Good afternoon, around 2.5, climbing 10,000. Good afternoon. 135.75, climbing 10,17,000. We're still on 127.0 today. 7.0 with your cavalcade. Land clear for takeoff, 18 left, American 2926.
So now that the sun has kind of shifted positions a little bit up, we're kind of getting the top lit version of the livery instead of the backlit version. And there you see it bypassing all the American and American Eagle jets that are waiting for takeoff with the skyline of Dallas in the background.
Arnett to B Park, clear for takeoff, 18 left, American 2393.
Lots of planes hankering to take off there.
Left, line up and wait, American 2913. Park for right contact. We're gonna have Laren 18 left, clear for takeoff, American 2913. 6,000, American 24. 1, 2,000.
So several flights are ready to are in line to take off up there, among them a Delta flight, Flight 541, which is an Airbus A220. Listen for the Wookiee sound when it takes off. That's bound for JFK Airport in New York. And you're about to see it enter your viewfinder from the left.
Departure American 2393, 1200 on Hartford 3.
And I'll shut up so you can hear those engines, I don't want to say roar, make whatever that sound is that they make.
3745 on the visual 1 side. No, on all 3745. American 2913, good day.
I didn't hear anything that time. Are there different engines on that aircraft?
3781 with Mike. 1900 climbing via Dillon 6. That's 13 visual departure, radar contact, climb maintain 17,000. Climb maintain 17,000, American 2913. November.
So back to our Korean Airlines or Korean Air flight.
Where was that? Where was that Delta A220?
To JFK.
New York, JFK.
Afternoon departure, Delta 541, 1600 climb via the Belco 8. Visual departure, radar contact.
So we're following the journey of Flight 32. And I can't tell if looks like Korean Air is going to have to wait for this American Eagle Embraer 175 to begin its journey to Torreon, California.
RNAV Laren 18 left clear for takeoff on Runway 3708. And about wait to on air lap Korea, Tele 32. Second 2926, expect higher at about 6 miles. American 407. Departure American 407, 2100 on the West Texas 2. Okay. All up to people, clear for takeoff 18 left, 2732.
I'm going to get a Starbucks, courtesy of Kevin and Michelle. I didn't have time to stop on the way this morning because of traffic, as we call it here in Texas. It was bad traffic. Well, it was the traffic. How bad was it? Well, it was so bad I had to delay the start of this broadcast by 30 minutes.
133.3, American 2913.
And even then, I didn't hook up camera 3.
Climb at 10,000 on Majestic. American 407, turn right direct Rabbit, maintain 10,000. 10,000, American 407. Departure radar contact, climb maintain 17,000. 17, 17,000, American 1967. Departure on with contact, call me 10-17,000. 10-17,000 on 13708. Target 2393, contact Founders Center 127.0. 2393, good day, sir. This is 2097 will be 2.3, climbing on the KD5. American 2097, regional departure, radar contact. Boy 3708, turn right direct Mellon. Turn right direct Mellon, Boy 3708. Zulu call. Call. Departure, radar contact. Boy 44. Boy 3650, information over. Some right bridge, 3650. Boy 4142 in the river.
And they're off on that long journey to the Korean Peninsula. Can we catch the arrival of Flight 2966 from Los Angeles?
We have to exit the runway. You have our low closeout difference. We got to change. We do some stuff in the computer. Input 3, departure. Departure, radar contact, future expression.
And it has arrived. Pardon me, it has arrived.
One clear direct LECO, contact Founders Center, one, actually remain this frequency, clear direct LECO.
We say hello to Ramon Balderrama from East Texas. Hello, Ramon. Good to see you here. John Driscoll says, hello, good people of Dallas.
Southwest 2097, climb to 10-10,000. Sorry, say it again, sir, 2097. Southwest 2097, climb to 10-10,000. 10-05, 2097.
And we were looking at that black smoke coming up from behind the American Airlines hangar area here on the west side. And Plane Crazy Mikey says, seeing the carcasses of 727s and MD-80s at the fire training facility. Some statistical information from Harry Rundle. In April 2022, DFW Airport was ranked as the second busiest airport in the world, with 62.5 million passengers in 2021. So plane spotting is here. For Wayne is worth it. And Epic Toastman says, I love watching videos from Founders. And yeah, there's lots of videos from here, as well as live presentations like this. So I hope you'll check them all out. Here comes a 737-800 from Austin, Texas. It's American Flight 2469 now touching down, leaving its mark on runway 18 right. Maybe they should have tires in different colors, and they can just kind of make a like a rainbow skid marks there on the runway.
American 1741, we got our numbers now. Taxi for takeoff.
You saw sneaking out of your screen there,
2097, turn right direct route.
but we got it back. Can't get away from us. American Flight 1612 to Santa Ana, California, the John Wayne Airport in Southern California. That was kind of a wiggly landing for that business jet. Looks like it has almost no wingspan. That was a Gulfstream G280 apparently. Don't know where it's coming from. We are not omnipotent here at Runway DFW. We'd like you to think that sometimes, but... Yes. Okay. Is it coming in, or is it... did it... Oh. Okay. Well, thank you, Douglas.
Contact pleasure, have a good one on board, 3924.
Our next arrival is American Eagle Flight 3095, I think. It pushed the wrong button. It's coming in from Durango, Colorado. So do I get mad when those guys in the truck push the wrong button for whatever reason? You know, sometimes they push the wrong button. I'm not going to get mad at them. They're only human after all. Smoke and Slice Barbecue LLC says, Walt, is this amateur hour with the camera? LOL. Well, we got some trainees, so you know, bear with us. That appears to have been American Flight 2577 coming in from Portland, Oregon. An Airbus A321. Takeoff. Beve says, we love the guys in the truck. Well, we're not, you know, it's guys and gals. We're pretty, we're equal opportunity there in the big Runway DFW truck. Eric Phillips says he's excited for the 220 arrival of Lufthansa A340-300. Hopefully everyone gets to see its arrival. Yeah, Kevin should be on the air by then, and so yeah, I always like seeing that plane. 757 Chip says Skylink back operating. I didn't know it was it not operating? I guess if it was, I didn't know. Skylink is the little train you'll see go by in the background there sometimes, which ferries passengers between terminals. Well, as you can see, we got a number of planes that are ready for departure. We have an American Eagle flight coming in right now. That was an arrival from Santa Fe, New Mexico, after an hour and 11 minutes in the air on that CRJ 701ER.
Departure shuttle 5796 out of 1500 miles. Regional departure, radar contact.
See how this flight from Austin does on approach. It's American flight 1059. 787, I'm sorry, not 787, 737-800. So here comes another Delta A220 stepping up to the plate. We'll see how this sounds as it blasts off. Ah, yes, that distinctive groan. Yeah, that's kind of what I sound like when I get up in the morning. And there we have the patented takeoff and landing simultaneously. Flight coming in was from Monterey. American Eagle 3515. And I think we got a Frontier rolling down one way. It's only one way down runway 18 left. I think my microphone disconnected as I was attempting to speak. And sorry, we didn't get the tail creature on that one, did we? Who was that tail creature? Ward the Beaver. Well, we've seen him before. But I always thought it was Jerry Mathers as the Beaver. I'll have to check my sources on that. And that was American Flight 1811 coming in from Omaha. Now we're going to show you the sunlight line of demarcation here at DFW Founders Plaza World Headquarters. The shadows have now started to fall on our equipment. So pretty soon the whole table here will be enveloped in shadows, just in time for Kevin to get here. But yeah, that's how we like to welcome our guests here at DFW Airport. We have the UPS A300 getting ready to push back for a journey to Orlando, Florida. And actually, it has pushed back. We can only get a partial shot of it right now for you. But that is it. And that may be our final aircraft of the afternoon. Because we got to make way for Kevin. Got to clean up my act here. Get things all squared away for his arrival. See people enjoying their afternoon here at the big airport. Walt, do you set that up and take it down every day? That's a lot of equipment. Well, that'd be a lot of equipment to leave here for somebody to steal. So, yeah, I do put it all away every day. And so, yeah, you just get used to it, and it's one of those things. Fortunately, there's not very far to walk. It's just you can park right next to where we set up. So it's just a number of trips back and forth to the old Waltmobile. Larry Lovett says, "This is Larry Lovett. Any airlines heading to ORD, heads up. There's a tornado warning for the north of Chicago. This just came in from Environment Canada. So watch out for that." It's a 777 coming in from London Heathrow. It's American Airlines Flight 51. And in honor of Jerry of Big Jet TV, we'll say Bosch. And so that may be our last flight of the day, because we've got the other gigantic name in airline live airline video spotting. Kevin of Airline Videos Live, coming out of his pickup truck, and he's ready to go. So we'll say goodbye to you. Thank you very much for being with us here on Runway DFW for this Wednesday afternoon or evening or morning, wherever you are, or maybe it's even Thursday where you are. There goes the Airbus A300 off to Orlando. Thank you, Kevin. I'm just signing off now. And so I think we'll be back tomorrow morning for one more Kevin pre-show, depending on when he's going to start up. And so it's been fun. We've had some fun. We saw a couple of 747s, saw a bunch of 767s. There's an A300 as we depart. And so I think it was a good morning. We saw some departures for Japan and Korea. We saw an arrival from JAL. So what more could you ask except in about 1 hour to switch over to Airline Videos Live and watch Kevin do his thing for the second day in a row from DFW Founders Plaza. So for now, it's Walt. And I'll say goodbye to you. Where's my goodbye music? There it is. We say thank you to Michael Gilmore, who just subscribed to Runway DFW. We say thank you to all of our great Runway DFW Moderation Federation members who keep a tight control over your fun here at Runway DFW, and we'll be back tomorrow. And again, don't forget, coming up next on the Airline Videos Live channel, it's Kevin and more of his take on DFW Airport. So happy contrails to you until we meet again. Bye, everybody.
Stay tuned for The Price is Right, which follows at most of these CBS stations.
We hope you liked it. Too late to change it now.